Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. It would help if you could hear me, wouldn't it? You didn't hear any of that, did you? No, of course you didn't. Can you hear me now? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me now, and then I'll start all of that again. Let me know if you can hear me. Just leave a comment if you can. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome to any of you. Welcome. I think that means you can, because I've just seen a little love heart coming up, but I haven't seen any comments yet. Yeah, you can hear now. Perfect. Welcome. It's Sunday, the 24th of July. I'm Louisa Omilan, which means it's Sunday. It means it's time for our Sunday live streams that we have every Sunday at 7 o'clock. Cocktails and tarot. Apart from less cocktails, more tarot. What? How are you? How have you been? How has your week been? What a busy week it's been. It's been a beautiful week. How did you feel about the heat wave? I loved the heat wave. I had such a good time. Got a tan. I needed that vitamin D, like so badly. I needed it all over my face and my bum. I sunbathed naked. I got in a corner of the garden and sunbathed naked. I'm sure there was times that I kind of maneuvered and was probably in direct view of people. But you know what? I didn't care. Like, I wanted a brown bum, so I just got it, because that's what I wanted. So that's what I got. I loved the Saturday, Sunday. I loved the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. By Tuesday, I was like, you can jog on now. By Tuesday, I was like, this heat wave, you can jog on now. Like, it's too much. It's too much. Poor Bernie. She was great. She stayed indoors all day. We kept her nice and cool. So I've really felt for the doggies that are out there, especially the puppies. People don't seem to know what to be doing with puppies. However, it's been an amazing week. So we had the heat wave, and then I drove to Suffolk to Latitude Festival. Some of you may have been there at Latitude Festival. If you were, let me know. I loved it. I was on the Comedy Arena stage. So get this. Imagine like a big circus tent, right? But it's open air. It's an open air circus tent. And I was on at 12:30 midday. So they asked me to do the Saturday show later, but I couldn't do it because yesterday, I was in Glasgow. I got back about an hour ago. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the Saturday show, and I really wanted to do it. And there's a bit of a mix-up, so they were like, they fitted me in where they could, and they put me on at 12:30 on the Friday. So I was a bit worried, because I thought, oh, no one's going to be there. Like, it's going to be midday on Friday. Who's going to come out? So I drove up on the Thursday. I stayed overnight. I stayed in the Caravan. Mate, I love a Caravan. Why have I not been in a Caravan before? I'll tell you why, because Ash is always saying that you won't like a camper van. Camper vans are awful. Caravans, I'm telling you, who wants to take a day trip to Hailing Island in a caravan? I'm so game. I did really well in a caravan. Like, I loved it, but it had everything I needed, like shower, toilet, bed. Like, what's not to love? So I drove up on the Thursday, and I thought, right, on the Thursday, I'm going to try and immerse myself into the festival. And it's such a lovely little festival that I thought, right, I'll go around and just go see all the little places, all the little spots. It was £12.50 for a mac and cheese that was that big, and like, I didn't hate it. Like, obviously I hated it, but I didn't hate it. I mean, I tried and it was gross, but I had to eat it because it was £12.50. But it was great, and it was so good to be out and about again. It's a bit overwhelming being with so many crowds. Like, it's a bit, not on stage, but just walking around. I don't know if everybody else feels like that after lockdown. Just, it's a bit, take a deep breath with lots of people around. So I did the Comedy Arena stage at 12:30, and I was really worried about doing jokes about cunnilingus at 12:30 in broad daylight to an open air tent. But I loved it. I smashed it. It went down really well. Like, Tiff Stevenson opened. Myra Dubois was the MC. And they did a really good job, and they were amazing. And I just felt like the crowd were totally on side, and I felt so in my element and so happy and so centered and so contained. And I had such a good gig, and I was absolutely buzzing afterwards. And then yesterday I went to Glasgow, and I had my first tour show in Glasgow. So hello, KR, Kirsty, Roger. You were so good last night. Thank you so much for coming, Kirsty. I really, really enjoyed it. Are you a teacher? Is that why the thingy? Is that why your name is different? And Callum was there. Hello, Callum, my gorgeous Callum boy. I had such a good, so Glasgow, I love Scotland. I love Scottish audiences. Always have, always will, especially after Edinburgh and Ed Fringe and doing that for so long. And sometimes places like Glasgow, I used to find a bit intimidating, just because the idea of it, you go, oh my God, it's Glasgow. Oh my God, they're going to be hardcore. Like, and when they love you, they love you. And if they don't like you, you'll know about it. And they were lovely and gorgeous. And I got a confession to make, right? So when I did the show yesterday, I hadn't rehearsed it, so I hadn't gone through it all in one go. Like, I hadn't gone through the show, and I was absolutely cacking myself, because it's a best of shows. It's old material putting together to put it out there, like all the fun stuff, right? Stuff that I really love doing. And it is an old life doing that show. Like, it's an old life. It's before my mum, blah, 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 blah. Not blah, blah, blah. It's an old life. It was before my mum died. And it's all the old fun party with jokes and stuff. And ever since then, I've gone on to more like serious stuff and more thoughtful stuff and more feeling stuff. Not the other stuff wasn't thoughtful, but And so I was scared about doing it. And so every time I tried to rehearse it, this sounds TMI, but I just kept crying. Every time I went to rehearse it, I was like, I can't, there was like a block. And I was like, oh, I don't want to open that box. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do it because it's my choice to do it. I don't have to do it, but there's a block. And I could cry now. I felt so good. It felt beautiful to do. I'm not going to cry. Why are you crying? Because I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And it felt so good to do. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Like, I just had so much fun. I had the best fucking time. And the audiences were amazing and they seemed to love it. They all came up afterwards and were going mad and loved it. And everyone ended up on their feet and we had a great time. And it was just beautiful. And I had some gorgeous feedback that people were like, it's still relevant. It's so relevant now. And I was like, it does not feel really dated because I've been doing this material for a long time. They're like, not at all. It's so relevant to now. And we loved it. And I was really conscious of people that loved the previous shows to make sure there was something in this show that they liked. And they did. They really enjoyed it. And it isn't the same as a show. So it's not like a full on show where I had like a big emotional, sad bit and it gets all, whatever. It was just fun. It was really fun and I really loved it and I really enjoyed it and I can't wait to do more. I cannot wait to do more. I'm really excited. So I'm going to London for the first 2 weeks of August. I'll be in London. So I'll be going down there with Bernie. And then after that, I'm in Bristol in August. Then I go to Belfast. So I would love to sell those guys out. So please, please, please tell your friends. If you've never seen What Would Beyonce Do? If you've never seen Am I Right, Ladies, tell your friends. They will love it. If you have seen those shows, come back. You'll love it. Bring your mum, bring your dad, bring your sister, bring your brother, bring your friend, bring yourself. Just come and see the show. I promise you, it's a feel-good night out and it feels great to do it. And I just came off being like, this is all I want to do. I don't know why you doubt. This is all you want to do. You love this. You're the best at it. Fucking just do it. All day, every day. Let's just fucking do it, mate. Let's just show the world what we got. Okay. No more sitting at home in our pants. So that's nice. And Kirsty says, not dated at all, still as fresh and relevant as ever. Honestly, loved it. I'm so pleased. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Are you doing another tour podcast? I love the last one. Nikki, funny you should ask. I am doing a Notes on Tour podcast. I am doing Notes on Tour. So yesterday I went out and about and I was recording Notes on Tour. So this week you can expect from me 2 podcasts will be coming out for you. One of them is just a conversation. So it's conversations that I have with strangers and friends, intimate conversations with strangers and friends. I'm not an expert, but I'd like to discover X. And we talk about all that stuff. So that's one podcast coming out. Podcast for bitches. Yes. I'm sure that will develop the more we do. And Notes on Tour will also be out this week. Notes on Tour Series 2 will be out this week. If you haven't listened to Notes on Tour, the previous one, it's basically behind the scenes of what it's like as a comedian to go on tour. So this tour, I'm promoting myself. So I'm doing it all myself. So it's just on my own doing it. So normally you'd go like with a company or you'd have a promoter. This year I thought, you know what, just do it yourself. Do 9 dates. Make it really chill for you. And it was gorgeous. And then anything that's a problem is on me, right? It's up to me to fix. And the venue yesterday, the Oranmore, I keep saying in Irish, Northern Irish accent, the Oranmore at the Scottish Oranmore, the Oranmore, delicious venue, gorgeous, really lovely food as well, really lovely food. Can we talk about my food situation? I have not lost any kilos, but I'm doing really well with the whole eating well thing. So yesterday I had 50% off the menu because I was performing and I got a salad. Who are you? I don't know. And then today, I saw a plate. I was in a cafe and I was going to get a banoffee pie and I didn't. Not because, oh, you can't treat yourself to one thing. Not because of that. I'll tell you for why. Nothing to do with that. I think you should absolutely treat yourself. I'll tell you for why. Because I'm noticing, because I haven't been eating sugar for a few weeks now, when I do have sugar, it seems to really affect me and knock me down. And because I've had such a high show, the last thing I want to do is crash tomorrow. So what I didn't want to do is have a high sugar, have another sugar thing today, that today won't affect me, but then tomorrow I want to jump off a mountain. So I was like, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. Excuse me. Besides, also, I had a cocktail yesterday. I am not 20 anymore. Do you remember those days? You could go out, have like 4 Smirnoff Ice and like be dancing to like 2 a.m. and still be at work for 8 a.m. Like ding, 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 ding. Like what's happened to that? I am not that person anymore. I cannot do that. I don't know if anybody else can still do that. I cannot do that. I had 2 cocktails yesterday and I swear I've had a headache the whole day. If you have seen the show, don't tell people what's in it, please, because I don't want any spoilers. Let's have a look. What's the people are saying? You're coming to London. You're going to Bournemouth as well. Yay! Yeah, that's so cool. Stacey, you coming to Bournemouth? That's amazing. I used to dance till 7 a.m. on night out too, right? Imagine, I miss those days immensely. I could go out, drink. A woman came looking for reserved seats after the show started. Oh, is that what she was looking for? There was a woman that came, and there was some reserved seats at the front, and she came looking, but the show had already started, and I'd already filled the seats because I was like, I don't want an empty front row. So if you're not there on time, bam, let other people that I know will be there and love it there. Look at that muscle, guys. Look at the muscle that's happening here. Wow, Yashra Hagen. Get ready. So I had 2 cocktails yesterday. I swear it floored me. 2 cocktails. Let me tell you about this cocktail bar. Well, you'll hear all about it on my Notes on Tour podcast. However, every venue that I'm going to go to, I'm going to make an effort to go to the top 50 cocktail bars. There's this place called Nice Guns. Thank you. There's this place called, there's this online website called Top 50 Cocktail Bars in the UK. And every time I go to a city now, I like to look at it and see which one's there. And so far, I've seen 3 very different ones. So I saw the Couch in Sturchley. So the Couch in Sturchley in Birmingham is very petite, very small, got a very cool menu, looks like cartoons. Haven't picked a favorite cocktail there yet. Haven't tried enough of them. Haven't got a favorite one there yet. The next one I went to is called Lab 22. Really like Lab 22. Forgot what the one's called, but it's called Cherry something. Something with cherry in it. Amazing. Felt like cherry Coke, but distilled water. Epic. Yesterday, went to one called something ear. Revered ear. Severed ear, maybe. Severed ear. And I went there yesterday, and it's a little speakeasy. Like, you have to, it's hidden, so it's not easy to find. Then you have to go down a little corridor, and then you have to like press a secret button, and then you have to say a secret code word. Absent ear, that's it. Absent ear, yeah, absent ear. And it was so gorgeous, so gorgeous. The cocktails were like experiments. You know that place? What's the place that does? Oh, it's like it's a brand, and there's loads of bars everywhere. Aber, what's it called when you make stuff up like spells? Oh, what's it called? You know the one I mean? There's a bar, there's a chain of them, and they do like smoky cocktails. It's like that, but better, like 100 million times better. Like, it's really unique, specific, gorgeous cocktails. The palette, my friend had this cocktail all my days. It was the Alchemist. That's it, the Alchemist. Kelly Smith is in the house. Kelly dropped me off at the airport, little legend. Hi, Kelly. I made it home. The Alchemist. So, you know, like the Alchemist has cool cocktails and they're really sweet and they're gorgeous and fun. You just have bottomless brunch at TGI. That sounds fun. Well, this place, it was like that. So it had like lotions and potions of mixes. However, we all had a cocktail each. So I was out there with a friend Nathan and a friend Kelly, who came to the show. And Nathan had this cocktail that was like a soup, right? It was like a soup. It tastes of soy sauce. But if you like that kind of flavor, it had vodka in it. It was epic. Like, both myself and Kelly tried it, and we were like, that's flipping weird. But it was also epic. Like, it was, I can't describe it. Like, the texture and the depths and the layers of flavors were just phenomenal. And then I had one, and I was like, anyway, listen to the podcast. You'll hear all about it. So the podcast is coming out this week, so you can listen out for that. But I had such a good time. I had a really Bloody Mary-ish. Yeah. How do you know? It was like a Bloody Mary, but not Bloody Mary. Something else. And it was great. It was flipping great, mate. It was flipping great. So I loved Glasgow. I absolutely loved it. Do you know what was interesting as well about the audiences yesterday? They were older. Like, I had some older couples in, like at 60, 70-year-old couples in. And I was like, okay, cool. This is a vibe. Got a vibe. And I don't know if it's from the Radio 4 series, because they're not my usual type of audiences. So I thought that was very interesting that they came. So I loved it. I really loved it. And I can't wait to do more. Like, yeah, I can't wait to do lots more dates. So if you sell them all out, I'll do more dates. I'll do all the dates. Let's just do all the dates, because I loved it. Loved it. So what else is new with you? How's your week been? What have you been up to? What is the news? What is the goss? The Prime Minister, but we had that last week. We've got the 2 left, Liz Truss and Rishi. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So what's vibing with you? Best luck with the rest of the tour. Thank you. Thank you very much. We loved seeing you live after following you for the past 10 years. Thank you, Joe. Oh, I'm so happy. That's amazing. Have you not been before then? Joe. Andrew says money's on Rishi. See, Rishi was the front runner, but I kind of feel like Liz Truss has always been the one. Like she's always been in the back there, hasn't she? Like being like in the background, always there, and she's very liked by the rest of them, and they're all completely awful. But you know, what are you gonna do? They were all completely awful. 6 of wands. Is that 6 of wands? 6 of wands, which means success, victory, rewards. Oh, so Liz Truss. Did I say Liz Truss? So Liz Truss is going to win it. Liz Truss is going to win it. You're made for touring. Look at you, you're bouncing and glowing. See, I love touring. She's a Thatcher copy, but is she? I don't think she is. I don't think she is. I really like touring. So I stayed in a hotel. Got there, stayed in a hotel. Lots of taxis, lots of thingies. Like I do love touring, but I feel like I like it tires me. But that might have been the cocktails. However, do you know what I did do? I went for a swim in Glasgow. I made myself go for a swim because I was like, come on, use all this energy, go for a swim. I love it. I've been watching this series that I really love called Hacks on Amazon Prime. And it's about an older comedian who has to write with a younger one. And I love her touring bus. She has a touring bus, she has a team, and I go, that's the dream. That is the dream right there, forever and always. I don't know why I always panic about what I want to do in life, because every time I do a show, I'm like, hello, it's what you're born to do. Like, relax, just do loads more of that. So I'll just keep doing live shows, just forever. I feel like I'm ready to come back and like proper bring it. Like I've always brought it, but felt really good. Felt really good. Okay, what should I do about touring, guys? What should I do about touring? And people love the show. Like it was really fun. It was really fun. It was just fun. It was just really fun. And I love that. Like there was no big sad emotional bit. Like it was fun. 9 of swords. 9 of swords. No, 9 of wands. 9 of wands. Last stance, resilience, perseverance, persistence. Look how scared the guy looks next to the stick. Had a proper duvet day today. Sat chatting with a very good friend all night last night. I hope it will blossom to more than a friendship, but okay if it doesn't. Oh, we've both been hurt. They're both so gorgeous. Are you being all tentative, Stacey? Are you being all gentle and tentative? Okay. Hang on. Let me just do another one for the tour, Stacey, because I've still got that vibe in. You were 100% on your game last night. It takes a lot of guts to do what you do. Wanted to get up and dance with you. Thank you. Well, so this is what's come out of my tour. Guys, again, I'm getting married. How many times do I have to tell you I'm getting married? How many times has this card come out for me? It's a union. It's a flipping union. Look at that with the lion head in the middle. 2 of cups. 2 of cups means unity, partnership, attraction, connection, close bonds, joining forces. Joining forces. I love it. And the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, I get confused with this one because I sometimes feel it's good luck, but it can be either luck, can't it? It's just cycles, change, decisive moments of good luck, fortune. So, yeah. Okay, Stacey, are you ready? Let's pick a card for you in your future love life. Let's see where Stacey's at. Is it only 7:20? Also, quick note. Does anybody else leave their house, come back? Like, leave their house clean and come back and it's a mess? Like, Bernie's really caused a lot of, mess. She went out on a dog walk. She rolled around in a mud track, came back and lay on my bed. So it's a big, just a hot mess. Bernie print. Stacey, let's see. Stacey, I think you should go for it. Just try it, Stacey. Go for it. What have you got to lose? So it doesn't work out. You're fine. You'll get over it. You got over worse. Don't you think? Got a vibe. Stacey, come on. Pick a card for Stacey. Oh, 4 of coins. 4 of coins, which is the 4 of, why can't I think? Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles, possessiveness, insecurity, hoarding, stinginess, stability. So look at you. Oh my God, Stacey, this is you in your heart. This is you in your heart here. You're just holding on to it. But look, it's beaming out of you. Like you're holding on to it, but it's coming out of everything. It's coming out of your hair, it's coming out of your toes. All that love wants to come out, but you're holding on to it. Don't hold on to it so tightly. Just let it go. Just open yourself up. Open. Just open. Like it's just love, isn't it? Just be honest. Tell them. Tell him, tell them or her that the sun and moon is in his eyes. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups means loss, grief, disappointment, sadness, mourning, discontent. Maybe don't tell him just yet, Stacey. Maybe hold off on that, mate. Maybe just maybe they're not the one for you. Look, I can only give what the cards give you. Oh, he knows. He feels the same as me. That's excited. That's excited. Oh, it's gonna be fine. You're a fucking empress. Like, you're an empress. You're an empress. You're a legend. You're a queen. You're a goddess. You're an empress. Divine, feminine, nurturing, creativity, beauty, abundance, nature. Just so you know. Just so you know. Can I have a cup of my love life, please? My love life. My love life is this one. Queen of Cups. Not that one. Queen of Cups. What's the Queen of Cups? What's my love life? Compassion, warmth, kindness, intuition, healer, counselor, supportive. That's nice. It's only 22 minutes past 7. Is it too early to go to bed at 8 o'clock? Is it too early to go to bed at 8 o'clock? I sucked your dick dry. Stacey, I want you to think about that. Cheers, babe. Mixed bag there. Just I sucked your dick dry. I think I can send you a text. Okay. Just remember who you are. So what are your plans this week, my loves? What are your plans? What are you going to be up to? What's going on? Is anything exciting? Is anything exciting happening for any of you? Let me know. Keep me posted. I've got to do 4 workouts this week. I've got to try and keep eating healthy and well. Little changes. Like, I'm not making big changes because I'm not losing any like big kilos or anything. But like, I do feel like today was huge. I know it sounds silly, but I do feel like it was huge to go, actually, I'm not going to have the big sweet dessert after a show. Even that's what I normally do, but I just know the crash is going to hurt, so don't do it. And I feel like that's huge progress. Anything else you want to talk about? Got a vibe. What else in the news? What's happening in the news? Should we have a look? What's going on in the news? Let's have a look. You okay, Bernie? You okay, baby? Okay. Oh, the grassland fires. Grassland fires in Surrey, London, East Anglia. Biden could declare climate emergency. Russia denies causing global food crisis. And a chess robot breaks a 7-year-old boy's finger. Wow, that's just great, isn't it? Let's just get off the news. You were so good on the podcast. Thank you, Neil. That's very kind of you to say. I did a podcast with the Trusty Hogs, Helen Bauer and Catherine Bohart, who are brilliant, lovely. And I did another one with Ashley Story and Sean Wilkins, which is called... Oh, guys, I forgot what it's called, but it's on my Instagram. But that was a really fun one as well. I really enjoyed that one. Let me find it because I don't like that. Let me find Ashley Story. Sure. What If podcast. No, that's Ashley and Big Sean. Sean Wilkie and Ashley Story. The one where Are we being unreasonable? Is that the podcast I did? Yeah. Yeah. That's the podcast I did. Bernie Sausage, you okay? I had a nice joke the other day that I came out with that I really like. Oh, it's a nice premise, it's a nice idea that I say don't think I'm ready for a baby. I don't know if I'm ready for a baby, but every time I see a newborn baby, I just get the urge to buy a bicycle with a basket in front of it and go to a farmer's market. Oh, and I start lactating. A little funny joke. So I'm going to be like with a mum, a little basket. Anyway, I'm going to go. 7:25. I'm so sorry I'm killing time. And I'm going to go and clean the house because the house is a mess and I need to change my bed sheets before I get into bed. So I hope you have a lovely Sunday. Listen out for the podcast. Notes on Tour Series 2 coming out this week, as is the podcast for bitches. So listen to they'll be both out this week. So listen out to them. I will see you next Sunday. Next Sunday, I'm going to be in Farnborough. So I'll be in Farnborough, I think, from next Sunday. So I will see you then. And I look forward to chatting to you more then. And if you haven't decided whether or not to come to a show, just book your tickets. Come, we're going to have a great time. I loved it. And thank you so much to Glasgow for giving me such a lovely, 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 lovely time. Love you lot. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I'll speak to you guys next week. Okay, bye. Got a vibe. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.